Hello Python programmers, once again welcome back to Python tutorials with Arshad. In our previous video we had discussed about functions in Python. We had seen how to create our own functions. But now I am having a doubt. Can we assign a function call to a variable? Okay, let's check out that. First I am opening my Visual Studio Code. I am creating here a new Python file named as tube13.py. Okay, now here I want to assign a function call to a variable. I am simply creating a function named square which will return the square of given number. Here the function name is square and it will take an argument of a and it will just print the square of given number, which is nothing but a power 2. Here we know that this exponential arithmetic operator is used for finding power of given number. Now it's time to call our function. I am just saying that square of 5. Now if I run this program, then you can see here it has written me 25 because 5 power 2 is 25. Okay, it's good up to now. Now let's assign this function call to a variable. I am using here a variable named result. Now here I am printing the value of result. Now I am running this program once again. Now you can see here our output is 25 and none. But why? This 25 is because of this function call and this none is because of this print statement. Here we are trying to print the result which is assigned to a function call, but our output is none because this function is not returning anything. It is just printing a statement, and also our Visual Studio Code is showing an error. It is just saying that assigning result of a function call where the function has no return. Now to solve this problem, instead of printing something, our function should return something. Now we will see how to do that. All we have to do is, instead of using this print statement, we will use return keyword. I am just saying that return a power 2. Now if I run this program again, then you can see here I had got only 25 output because there are no print statements in this square function, and the returned value of square, which is 5 power 2, 25, is assigned to this variable named result, and here we are printing this result, so we got output as 25. Okay guys, nothing complicated here. Here we are just using this return keyword instead of using print function. Now you may ask where to use this return keyword and where to use print function. The answer is simple. It depends on your choice. If you want to store your function call inside a variable, then you can use return. With the help of this return, we can use this result variable throughout our program. If you don't want your function to return anything, all you need is just you need to print something on console, then you can use simple print functions. Otherwise you can use this return keyword. Now can we declare functions without giving any name to function or without providing any name to function? Yes, we can. There is a concept known as anonymous functions in Python. As we are not giving any name to function, so simply we can call it as anonymous function. Now how to do that? First I am commenting out all of these lines, and now let's see how to use these anonymous functions. First we will discuss about syntax. You can see here this is the syntax for using anonymous functions. In case of anonymous functions, we will assign whole function to a variable. So first we will declare a variable and we will assign whole function to a variable itself. Now for normal functions we will use def keyword. Similarly for anonymous functions we will use this lambda keyword. After this lambda keyword we will provide some arguments and then we will use a colon. After this colon we will provide a single expression. The thing you need to remember here is we can provide multiple arguments, but here the expression should be only one. Now we will see how to do this exactly. Now here I am declaring a variable named as result. Now here I am going to create an anonymous function which will find the square of given number. Now we will see how to do that. First I am using this lambda keyword, and as we know that we need to declare arguments here. So I am using an argument named a, and after that I am using colon. After colon it's time to declare expression. So here I want to find the square of number. So here my expression is a power 2. Okay, now you can see here we had created an anonymous function which will find the square of given number. Now you can see here we are not providing any name to this function, and we are storing this whole function inside a variable named result. Okay, now it's time to call our anonymous function. Now how to call that? All you have to do is just print this result variable with a parameter. I am giving here parameter as 5. Now if I run this program, then you can see it again I got output as 25. Now if I change this number from 5 to 8, now if I run this program again, then you can see here I have got output as 64. So the thing here you need to remember is, in case of normal functions, it is mandatory to provide a function name. After function name only, we will provide arguments. In case of anonymous functions, directly we will assign arguments after this lambda keyword. And the final thing here you need to remember is, this result is not a function name, it is a variable, and we are assigning this whole function to a variable, and we are calling this function finally with the help of this variable name. Okay guys, that's all about anonymous functions. Okay, it's pretty good up to now, but now I am having a doubt. Can we call a function inside a function? Yes, we can. There is a concept known as recursion in Python, which simply means a function calling itself. Now we will see how to do that. So now here I want to find factorial of a number using recursive function. Now first let's understand what is factorial of a number. Factorial of 5 means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and the answer will be around 120, I think so. Similarly, factorial of 4 means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now here we will see how to find this factorial of number using recursive function. So I am first declaring here a function named fact, which will take a single argument named a, and I am just saying that if the value of a is less than 1, then enter into this if block and just return 1. Otherwise enter into this else block and return a into fact of a minus 1. Now you can see here I am using this function call inside this function itself. Now it's time to assign our function call to a variable. I am using here a variable named result, and I am assigning our function call to this variable. And now inside this parenthesis I am going to give a parameter of 5. Now if I print the value of result, I am running this program now. Now you can see here we got output as 120. If I change this value from 5 to 4, now you can see here I got output as 24. Now if I change this from 4 to 3, now if I run this program again, then you can see here I got output as 6, because 3 into 2 into 1 is nothing but 6. Okay, now here our output is correct. But what's going on here? Till now I haven't explained you this code, right? Now we will see what this code exactly is doing. Now here I am just saying that if the value of a is greater than 1, then enter into this if block and just return 1. Otherwise enter into this else block and return a into fact of a minus 1. Now you can see here our value of a is 3. 3 is not less than 1. So it has entered into our else block. And now you can observe here this single expression is performing all stuff here. Now we will see that here the value of a is 3, so it is just performing that 3 into fact of 3 minus 1. Now here fact of 3 minus 1 will become fact of 2. So now we are calling this function again with another parameter 2. So again it will enter into this function and it will check for this if condition. Here 2 is also not less than 1. So again it will enter into this else block and it will check for condition which is 2 into fact of 2 minus 1. So here 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1. So again it will check the condition for fact of 1. Here 1 is also not less than 1. 1 is equal to 1. So it will again enter into this else block and it will just execute that 1 into fact of 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So again it will check for fact of 0. Now here in this if condition 0 is less than 1. So here the condition is satisfying. So it will enter into this else block and it will return 1. So you can see here it is not printing 1, it is returning 1, which means it is returning fact of 0 as 1. Now with the help of this, our Python interpreter will consider fact of 0 as 1. So here the previous return statement is 1 into fact of 0. Now we know that the value of fact of 0 is 1. So 1 into 1 will become 1. And this whole 1 will be assigned to fact of 2. So here our return statement before 1 into fact of 0 is 2 into fact of 1. Now we know that fact of 1 value is 1. So 2 into 1 will become 2. Now this 2 will be again assigned to fact of 2. Now the return statement before 2 into fact of 1 is 3 into fact of 2. Now we know that the value of fact of 2 is 2. So here 3 into 2 will become 6 and we got output as 6 here. I know it will be somewhat complicated to understand this concept. I will explain you this once again with the help of a website. Now if we say fact of 5, we know that according to our else condition, fact of 5 is nothing but 5 into fact of 4. And here our Python interpreter don't know the value of fact of 4. So again it will start executing this function from top to bottom. So fact of 4 is nothing but 4 into fact of 3. So now fact of 3 is nothing but 3 into fact of 2. So again it will go to top, and fact of 2 is nothing but 2 into fact of 1. And fact of 1 is also nothing but 1 into fact of 0. Now here the parameter present inside our fact function had become 0. So now in our case, if the value of a is less than 1, then it will return 1. So with this we can say that the value of our fact of 0 is 1. So the expression present here is 1 into fact of 0. So now the value of fact of 0 is 1. So 1 into 1 will become 1. So now we got the value of 1 for this fact of 1. So again it will check for the previous condition, which is 2 into fact of 1. So 2 into 1 will become 2. So again it will check for the next condition, which is 3 into fact of 2. Now we know that the fact of 2 value is 2. So now 3 into 2 will become 6. Now similarly it will continues. Now for 5 into fact of 4, we will get output as 120. Okay guys, this is the scenario which will happen when we use recursion. Now I will quickly revise all of the things so far we had discussed in this video. First we had seen how to use this return keyword in Python. With the help of this return keyword, we can assign a function call to a variable. After we had discussed about lambda functions in Python. We can call these lambda functions as single line functions also. You can see here we had declared a function in a single line itself. And the thing here you need to remember is we will assign this whole function to a variable, and we will call this function inside a print statement with the help of variable name. After that we had discussed about recursion in Python. Recursive functions are nothing but a function calling itself. Now you can observe here we are calling a function which is fact inside that function. And we had seen how this recursion works in Python. Okay guys, that's all in this video. I hope you understood. Let me know in the comment section. So finally, if you like this video series of Python tutorials with Arshad, then don't forget to share this video series to your friends also. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also hit this bell icon to get latest updates. Thank you for watching till end. I will see you next time with another amazing video. Take care. Bye bye.